back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I did this base using all of the new Holy Grail brush set. I wanted to do a little try out video for this, like for the brushes, for a while now, so I've finally got around to doing it. So this is going to be in two separate videos. So this video is going to be my eyebrows and base using the new Holy Grail brush set, and then the next video, which is on Tuesday, will be this eyeshadow look. So if you'd like to see how I created this base, then just keep on watching. Okay, so in today's video, you've probably already seen by the title, I'm going to be trying out the new Holy Grail brush range. So there are quite a few brushes. Obviously they're mainly face sort of base orientated. I really like these. These are such good quality. Like you can just feel that they're really good quality brushes. They're super soft. And they're just a lot heavier. Like you can just tell that they've put a lot of effort and time into getting these brushes perfect. I'm obsessed. I can't wait to do my base and not look like a crazy woman. This eye look is going to be up on my channel on Tuesday next week, so keep an eye out for that. I've already done my brows. You probably would have seen, or you're going to see in the clip after, that I used this brush. I just did my eyebrows before I did my eyes, but I'm going to use it in the same video, if that makes sense. Okay, so to start off with, I'm taking my Holy Grail Brow Duo brush. So this has got the spoolie on one end and then the angled brush on the other end. This brush is super defined, like, ooh, yes. So this brush will be like really good for getting that defined brow shape, and even just being able to do like the small natural hair strokes in your eyebrows as well. I'm really excited to try this, and yeah, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Brow Pro palette, the middle shade, with the brush. Okay, so I'm loving how that's applied the product. I think as well, like, it's good because it can give you a really natural finish, but it can also give you like a more defined finish as well. Yeah, I'm really liking that.
You want to talk?
Oh, Jesus Christ. So yeah, and let's go ahead and do my base. Okay, so the first brush that I'm going to use is the Holy Grail liquid brush. I'm going to use this for my primer. So I use the Benefit Professional Primer, and I like to use like a flat brush that's meant for foundation, just because I really like to get it, like, push it nicely into my skin. So I'm just gonna put like a tiny little bit on the back of my hand, because I'm not too oily, so I don't need much. And I'm just going to push this into my T-zone area, so the main areas that I do tend to get a little bit oily. So on my nose, a little bit on my chin, and a tiny bit on my forehead as well. And I just like this because it just really, I don't know, it just goes nicely on with this brush. Okay, next up for the rest of my face, I'm going to be taking the Holy Grail Buffer, and I'm going to be using this for like my moisturizing sort of glow primer. That primer is the MAC Strobe Cream. This one's in Peach Light. So I'm going to again put some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use the brush to blend it in. Again, this brush is super soft because it really works that product into your skin, and I'm just obsessed with them. They just feel like such good quality. This brush can also be used for foundation as well, but I'm going to use one of the other ones for foundation. So the foundation brush that I'm going to be using is the Holy Grail Dome Brush. Oh my god, the Holy Grail Dome Buffer. This brush is like it's kind of like a kabuki brush, but it's more like, I don't know how to explain it. It's basically shaped like a dome, but it's just super soft. And I have used this for foundation before, and I'm obsessed with it. The foundation that works really well with this brush is the Huda Beauty foundation, the Faux Filter one. This one's in the shade Chai. So I just put a few pumps on the back of my hand. This foundation is very full coverage, but this literally just buffs it in so flawlessly. Like normally when I don't normally use brushes when I put my foundation on. I use a sponge, but this brush, because normally, oh my god, what am I trying to say? So if when I use a brush, normally it leaves like streaks on your face, whereas this brush does not do that. Like it literally blends it like a beauty blender would. I kind of like pat on the areas. I don't tend to swipe too much just because I really want it to like get pushed into the skin and have that flawless finish. Okay, now that that is done, I'm going to pop on some concealer, but because in that range they don't have a little small buffer brush or anything, I'm just going to use one of my Dirty 30 sponges. So I'm just going to quickly do that and I'll come back and show you the rest of the brushes. Now that I have just like put a little bit of powder under my eyes, I'm going to be taking their Holy Grail powder brush. This brush, again, super soft. Like these brushes, like I could just sit there like just doing this on my skin literally for hours. It's so soft. So I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to be taking the Australis Fresh and Flawless in the shade Darkest Brown, and I'm just going to be patting this onto my face lightly. Again, this brush just evenly distributes the powder so nicely and gives a really nice flawless finish as well. Doesn't make the foundation go patchy or anything like that. So now for like contour. So I've got this brush which is the Holy Grail Cheek Definer. This brush, like, I'm obsessed with this brush. Like I love this brush so much, but I use this for two things. So I use this for blush and I also use this for contour as well. So I'm going to use this for contour, and then I'm going to use one of the other Holy Grail brushes that's basically exactly the same as this brush for blush. This one's just the I think it's just the Holy Grail like sculpting brush, I think. So it's basically the same thing. This one's obviously just a newer, nicer version of it. I'm obsessed with these ones. So yeah, the bronzer or contour that I'm going to be taking is just the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. This brush literally just molds to your cheek and just, oh, like, are you serious? I'm going to be taking the Holy Grail tapered powder brush. So, I mean, you can use this for powder on the face, but I like the fact that it's tapered and it just kind of, you know, I don't know, it just, I use one similar to this like on myself every day. It's like really old, but it works really well and it's the same shape. So I love this shape for bronzer. Okay, for blush, as I said before, I'm going to be taking this one, but if I would basically be using the same as this for bronzer or blush, it doesn't really matter. I just like these because they take to the shape of your cheek really well, same as the contour shape does. The blush that I'm going to be taking is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Rosa Romantica, and I'm going to be popping this on my cheeks. Okay, for highlighter, which is one of my favorite parts, the product that I'm going to be using is the Becca Champagne Pop. I'm obsessed with this. I kind of go off this and then I come back to it again, and at the moment I'm loving it, so we're going to use that today. And we're also going to be using the Holy Grail highlighting brush. Now this brush, I'm pretty sure, is very similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills one that's supposed to be really good, and I'm obsessed with this one. It makes that glow like you'll be literally popping, like there's no tomorrow. So I basically just get a little bit of product and just lightly dust it over on my high points of my face. You see that, girl? Obsessed with that highlighter brush. Like literally when I saw it in that it was in the kit, I was so excited. I was actually the same when in the one of the previous kits, the pink ones. I was so excited when they had a highlighter brush in there as well. I was just, oh, it just makes me so happy. Okay, so now I'm just going to quickly go and do the rest of my eyes, which you will see in the video for next week on Tuesday, and I'll be right back to do my lips. So here we have the completed look. I am obsessed with all of the Holy Grail brushes. Like they are literally one of my favorite brands of brushes, favorite companies. I just love working with them. They're just amazing. All their stuff's such good quality, and they're just such a nice company in general, you know? So if you would like to purchase these brushes or any of their eyelashes, I do have a discount code, and I will leave that on the screen right now. It is Cromey in one word, and you get 15% off. I will leave all of their links down below to all like their brush sets and the website and stuff as well. But yeah, if you're looking for some new brushes, I would 100% recommend their brushes, just because they are such good quality. And they're an Australian brand as well. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see how I did this eye makeup look, then just keep an eye out for Tuesday's video, and yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.